play tennis?
You know what? I have played tennis, very amateur, just for fun. Not very good at it, but it's fun to give you a good body workout.
It does.
Yeah.
And I feel like pickleball is basically the same thing.
Wait, is that the one where they use their hands?
No.
Oh, because that's called handball.
Yeah, they use a paddle. It's almost like table tennis, but bigger version or something.
I always see pickleball when there's a lot of senior citizens around.
Yeah,
is that
they
what
act
it's
like
for?
it's easier than tennis, but that stuff looks just
Oh,
like
it's
tennis.
not? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now I know.
So,
Because
I've never played, but it looks like it. I've seen it. I've never crossed from a chicken and pickleball
pickleball
place. Yeah.
It sounds very elderly, like something I would play when I'm 80.
Oh my gosh.
Try to keep my waistline snatched when I'm 80.
Well, if you haven't figured it out, I'm about to review Challengers with Zendaya. And it's rated R.
Ooh.
And it's 2 hours, 11 minutes long. Before we get into this, I know we usually save this for the end, but please take a moment to like, subscribe, and share our videos if you like them.
Please do.
Please.
Please do. We have fun stuff all the time. We have fun stuff coming up with trivia where you can win lunch on us. And we're funny.
Yeah, we are.
I'm just going to say it, darn it. We are funny, okay? Those are the talents that God gave us, and we're yin and yang, and we work out great together. And we
Not
do good
just
reviews.
funny looking. We're funny.
We're not funny looking.
All right. So,
Okay.
as I mentioned a moment ago, Challenger starts Zendaya as Tashi Donaldson.
Kashi. I like that name. Kashi.
Yeah, she's kind of like a Serena and Venus
Type
Williams. Yeah, she's the hot star.
Hot one.
Mike Faced as Art Donaldson. He was in West Side Story. He played Riff.
Singer.
In that. Yeah, he's Tony nominated. So.
Okay, you know that Zendaya sings too.
Yeah, I know. And Josh O'Connor as Patrick Zweig. He's British and he was in The Crown. He played Prince Charles in The Crown.
Okay. So what's going on in Challenger? This is pretty long.
Yeah, straight from MGM.
Okay.
From visionary filmmaker Luca Guadagnino.
Ooh, girl,
Oh,
that was a good
wait.
one.
Guadagnino.
I think you said it right. It's just hard to say.
Yeah, my apologies for butchering that name. Challenger stars Zendaya as Tashi Donaldson, a former tennis prodigy turned coach and a force of nature who makes no apologies for her game on and off the court. Married to a champion on a losing streak, Mike Face from West Side Story.
Right.
Tashi's strategy for her husband's redemption takes a surprising turn when he must face off against the washed-up Patrick, Josh O'Connor from The Crown, his former best friend and Tashi's former boyfriend.
Wow. Okay.
As their past and presents collide and tensions run high, Tashi must ask herself, what will it cost to win?
For some reason, this just made me think about the movie they did about Billie Jean King. I don't know why. That's what it made me think of. Then it made me think of the movie with Serena. What was it? Something King? The one they did with Will Smith, where he was the dad, Serena and Venus. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
I forgot the name of it though. But yeah, it just made me think about that because I haven't seen very many tennis movies.
Yeah, well, I like that Venus and Serena, the one with Will Smith, better than this. I didn't really love this, and mainly because the soundtrack threw me off. The soundtrack really did not seem to fit with this.
Was it modern?
It was just abstract. It's almost as if they tried to do like one of those artsy movies.
That's what I was wondering
but
when
then
you
they
said
did
that.
like a regular movie and they tried to mash it or something.
But they kept the music the same.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like to me. And it just threw stuff off. And then they tried to get a little too like abstract in some areas. But I mean, I got the premise. I got it. But
Didn't thrill you too much?
Didn't thrill me too much. It is rated R because there is a couple scenes with some male frontal nudity.
Ooh.
But it's
Wow.
because the men are in like, they're in the locker room.
Oh, okay.
So they're in the shower, and
makes sense.
getting out of the shower. It's not like just gratuitous.
Okay.
There's not really like big sex scenes. Zendaya's never fully naked. You do see her butt cheeks, but you see more people's butt cheeks nowadays at the pool and at the beach. So,
or on the computer, or on social media, or on daytime TV.
Yeah, I know in the trailer they show them kissing, and so you feel like, oh, it's gonna be steamy and sexy,
and she's really young too. She's really young.
Yeah, but the majority of the movie, that's just a super small part. The majority of the movie revolves around their tennis life and playing tennis.
Okay. And no extra scenes in here.
There's no extra scenes.
And we have a couple fun facts here.
Yeah. So to prepare for her role, Zendaya spent 3 months with the tennis pro turned coach Brad Gilbert.
So she really had to learn how to play.
Yeah. She was good. She was good. She was believable to me.
Okay.
Austin Butler and Timothy Chalamet were considered for the role of Art Donaldson before Mike Face was cast.
Austin Butler is, I don't even know if he's recovered from the Elvis movie. Yeah.
I think he has.
It's just, he was just so good in there. I just think he got robbed of an Oscar.
But I'm kind of glad they weren't in this movie because
you can't kind of.
IMDb has it at 7.8 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes on the tomato meter has it at 88%, and the audience score is 78%. But when I went to Google sounds like me. They have it at 2.9.
Gosh.
And there's lots of 5s and lots of 1s.
So there's somebody who's either yes or absolutely no.
Yeah. And that's the way I felt when I watched this movie. And I'm kind of one of the absolutely no's because as far as clappers, I'm going to give it 2. And that's solely because the acting was good. But other than that,
what made you want to see this?
I almost gave it 1 because everybody's talking about challengers, and the trailers everywhere, and they're like Zendaya, and they feel like it's gonna be. You almost feel like again from the trailer, is it gonna be steamy romance? You know, what are we looking for? And
you couldn't really pin it. It was kind of a little bit all over.
Yeah.
And I hate movies like that because you're like, what?
It wasn't really all over per se, but it was mostly focused on tennis, which I'm fine with that. But again, like I said, the soundtrack, you know, when you're, it's like you're almost feeling one thing because you're seeing it with your eyes, and then the music takes you another place because it sounds almost like it's intense, like it's going to ramp up, something's going to happen, but then it doesn't. The music was wrong, in my opinion.
I've seen that. I've seen medieval movies where they were playing modern music, and I'm like, what is it? Right in the beginning of the movie, it just threw me off with that music. I'm like, what are y'all doing? They got Stomping in the Sands, We Will Rock You. Yeah. It's like a medieval movie. What are y'all even talking about? Y'all don't know that song? I know. And that automatically threw me off for the rest of the movie, and every time I heard another song on there that shouldn't have been there, it just irritated me. Yeah. So I can see where you're coming from. Google, that's 2.9. That's bad. Yeah. Wow. So you didn't like it or you did.
Before you decide if you want to see this, I would say if you really think you want to see it, wait till it's streaming for free on a thing that you get for free, and then
your Redbox freebie,
or either that or your Redbox freebie, or if you can rent it for like $2.99. Do not pay $19.99. Do not pay $19.99 unless you have a whole room full of people and they all tipped in at like a dime or a quarter.
Want to see challengers as a group?
Yeah.
No, but that's not going to happen. Nobody's going to say that. But she just let you know that don't pay for it.
Don't do it.
Because they don't come back saying.
And I really like
Thommi and Jules.
Zendaya, like I said.
Yeah, I do too.
And the 2 other guys, they were good. It's just the movie was a letdown.
Lackluster.
Yeah, I forgot what other movie. Crap. That this guy. Oh, he did. Why am I forgetting the name of it? The one with the cannibal. The girl.
Cannibal Holocaust?
No.
Oh, Fresh?
No. The girl who ate that girl's finger, and then she remember I told you she's a cannibal, and.
Oh, was it the love story about the vampires you're talking about? I forgot what you're talking. I know what you're talking about now.
Vampires, they just.
But it was
people.
Because I remember I was like, "Were they vampires?" You're like, "No." I'm like, "Well, what?" You like it's just.
And there was like no real end. It was just like okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
they were teenagers. I remember what you're talking about. I forgot the name of the movie.
I'm sorry that I can't think of the name of it right now.
No, but we reviewed it.
Yeah, but I didn't love that one either. So maybe I'm just not a fan of filmmaker Luca G.
I mean, maybe not. Maybe it's his style.
Maybe it's his style.
It can always be that something.
And in that movie, the acting was good too, but the story was just weird.
See, I never watched that.
I needed a little bit more background. They didn't really give you any answers. Like, why are these people eating people? Does everybody know that there's people out there that eat people?
Yeah, because I've seen an advertisement before. There was a guy in, I want to say Germany. Don't quote me on that. But he actually put an ad out. I guess it's just this small group of people who are utterly insane that put out ads that they want to be eaten. Don't ask me, look at me, say why, I don't know, because it was the weirdest thing, but it's a true story. That he wasn't the only one that has done that. That I want to be eaten. don't ask me what's up in here that got fried and twisted and when it got fried and twisted and turned.
Okay.
But we got some bizarre folks in this world.
I want to let the record show right now on this World Wide Web, I do not want to be eaten.
Oh no.
Okay? I do not.
You want to either be buried or cremated, correct?
Probably
During your right time.
Cremated just seems so
It scares
final.
me. It does.
And I know that when you're dead, you're dead. And I know I sound crazy right now.
I think I'm going to get burned alive.
Sometimes.
Or do you think that?
I don't know. I just know that when I have had friends or, you know, whatever, that have been cremated, it's just so like, you just see the urn and it's like.
That's all you've been whittled down to. But you know what?
That's it.
Just from lately, from all the things that have been going on in life alone, the thing about being cremated is you don't have to sit there and go. We've all experienced death to know what it's like. You don't have to sit there and watch them lower your loved one into the ground.
Yeah, but
that is a horrible thing to I mean,
yeah,
it's
that's
just
the worst part.
So painful.
The worst part for me is when they close the casket. But
That-
then that also
yeah.
gives me the closure. But you do see them sometimes put the urn into a mortuary.
Mhm.
So
a lot of people get them in necklaces and stuff, and it makes you feel closer to your loved one. You know, the kids and whatnot can all, you know, share the ashes, and
yeah,
it's more fulfilling than having to go to a graveyard.
yeah.
You know, because we've done both in my family. And we've had people specifically say, I want to be cremated, or no, I want to be buried, and that's okay. I have this irrational fear, even though I know before they even do all that, you're already been involved in everything. I have this in my head that I'm going to get burned alive, or I'm going to get buried alive, and they don't have those little bells anymore that they used to have back in the day. And people really used to be still alive, and they would ring that bell. Don't ask. It's irrational.
I know. Maybe that's it though. I feel like maybe in the future or something they'll come up with something. They could reanimate you. They could bring you back to life.
Oh Lord!
Cremated,
You know what?
Ain't no bringing you back.
You know what? When this guy's time to say it's time for you to go, it's time for you to go. I don't want to be reanimated. That just sounds creepy. Jules, you're kind of dark. Look, let's wrap this on up here because she's sounding kind of like me, and I want to know if it's true. I'm happy. I'm happy if you're becoming dark like me, but okay, we'll see. Well, thank you very much for tuning in to our review of Challengers. Don't forget that Jules and we are on Cash App. Any type of donations are appreciated.
Yes.
We are also on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and we're on the FearCon network. So if you go to connectyourcity.com, click on the FearCon tab, you'll see all of our thrillers or horror movies on there, okay? Well, thank you very much. Good night. Thank you very much for tuning in. We will see you on our next review. Bye-bye.